Hi, everybody. This is Donna Durbin with Clear English Coach. The following program is my first Monday of the month live coaching session. Tonight, we work on how to say your name with an American accent, and we work on intonation and the 8-note scale. So, if you would like to join this free first Monday of the month coaching session, there is a link in the notes that you can sign up for the course today. And I look forward to seeing you and hearing your comments about the program. So everybody's registered in the first Monday class. So that gives you the direct link. Okay, problem is stress. Syllables in a word, which word to stress in a sentence. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. And we're going to have a little practice together. So what I would like is I'm going to give everybody 30 seconds to introduce yourself with your name, calling from Houston, born in Colombia, raised in Venezuela, Spanish. I can't speak too fast and people can't understand me. Is that you do speak too fast?
I do speak too fast. See,
So-
even I write too fast too.
Well, but that is something that you can modulate. You can actually intentionally slow down your speed. And it's more about using word groups and pauses than it is to speaking fast. Speaking fast does not mean fluent.
Okay.
Fluent means people understand you. You're communicating clearly. So you sometimes have to last, because a lot of my Arabic speakers, especially,
Yeah.
they just run on and they don't ever take a breath.
That's right.
And so I used to teach a lot of Saudi Arabian students. And so it was like, I don't know if culture that you don't want to give anybody a chance to say anything. So just keep talking. To me, that was kind of the impression, but I don't know that that's actually it. Melody, Nevi. Oh gosh, we've got a great group tonight. Okay, Diana. So I'm going to start with Rana, and I'm going to give you guys 35 seconds, and I've got a timer to introduce yourself. So if you guys will mute unless you're speaking, and then you can unmute just so we have better sound quality. Okay.
What to say? Yeah. My name is Rana. I'm from Guelph. I live in Canada, Guelph. I'm a student at University of Guelph. So I'm interested to improve my speech, pronunciation, and fluency and all.
Okay, you still got 17 seconds.
I'd
Well,
like
you're
to join
in-
your group and meet other people and learn from others as well.
Excellent. Okay, this is gonna be interesting to juggle the people coming in and the introductions. Okay, Judith, your turn, 30 seconds.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet everybody here. My name is Judith, and I'm calling from Houston. My goal is to improve my English and for everybody to understand what I'm saying and organize my ideas, because I always thinking in Spanish and translate it to English, which doesn't make too much sense sometimes.
Translation is hard. If your brain is trying to translate, it makes it difficult. Well, there's Fatima. Oh my gosh, this is great, guys. I am
Like Sofia Vergara. Trying to think. I don't know if you guys know Sofia Vergara.
well, and part of to speak is sometimes using the phrases rather than single words, because as you know, it doesn't literally translate. Some things do not translate the same because our sentence structures and words are different. Okay, Charlotte.
Hello, everyone. I am Charlotte, and I'm calling from Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese, and of course, my language is Vietnamese, and I love learning languages. So that is the reason why I'm here, and happy to see you guys.
And Charlotte is a translator. Charlotte is a translator.
Yeah.
Well, I've had
Yes,
a chance to
yes, I
speak
am.
with Charlotte before. So, I mean, part of it is tell us a little bit about you, because again, this is another way to make friends, and whether it's the meetup group or this group. So tell us a little bit more about your interests, and also we can connect. Okay, there's Diana. Okay, I'm just going by the way you guys are showing up on my window. Okay, so Diana, you're next. Diana, are you frozen?
Hi, can you hear me?
Now we can. Yes.
Okay, hi. My name is Diana Ruiz. I was born in Colombia, in the town of Bogota, and I live currently in Jupiter, Florida. My goal is to feel more comfortable with my English, because many times I feel like people don't understand me and I have to repeat myself. So that's why I want to practice more and learn about some exercises that can help me with this.
Excellent. Good job. Okay. Lorraine.
Yes. Hi, my name is Lorraine. I'm 31 years old and I'm turning 32 in January. Sorry. I live in Geneva in Switzerland. I was a student at Paris University since 3 years, sorry. And I want to improve my English for work for a big company, if it's possible.
Excellent. Good. Okay. Whoops. We got people dropping off and coming. Okay. Melody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melody. I was born in China. I speak Cantonese and Mandarins. Right now, I'm actually staying in Vancouver, Canada. I want to improve my intonations and rhymes. The melody of the English, just like my name. Yes, I'm a counselor. So I would like to speak confidently, with the English speaking group.
We've talked before, right, Melody?
Yeah.
Okay, that I thought so. That's great. Glad to have you here. Okay, Nevi, I don't see Nevi and Fatima. You need to turn on your cameras so I can have you do an introduction. There you are. Okay, Nevi, your turn, Nevi.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Nevi and I'm from Indonesia. And the reason why I'm here, well, actually, I just want to polish my English, especially in terms of pronunciation. I want to speak like confidently, clearly, and understandably. That's it. Yeah. And I'm glad to be here. Like to see you again. Thank you.
We're glad you're here. Okay, Fernando, introduce yourself.
Hi, hello, my name is Fernando. I am from Argentina. It's my first time here. And then I am trying to learn English just for hobby, for fun. I don't need to English to work or whatever it is, but I really want to improve my English, especially to communicate with people and pronunciation or this kind of ability to talk.
And are you a Spanish speaker? Spanish speaker?
Yes, I speak Spanish. I am from Argentina.
Okay, Argentina. I know it said that, but I've got a lot of people now. My brain's kind of
okay.
A lot of different ways. Excellent. We're glad you're here. I'm glad you found us. Okay, Vanessa.
Hello. Sorry, my line keep dropping off. I don't know what happened. Just in case if it got dropped off again, I'll try to join in again. My name is Vanessa Huang. I was born in China. I went to school in Nebraska. My goal here is to improve my pronunciation. There are a lot of English words I have trouble to pronounce with. So I hope to get some help here to do better in the future.
Okay, sounds great. Happy, are you there? Happy?
Yes, ma'am.
Turn on your camera so we can see you and introduce yourself. There you are.
Hey. Yeah, hey everyone. My name is Happy and I'm just a student. I'm here to learn something from Donna today. And I'm excited to see what she's showing us today.
Excellent. Well, I'm so glad everybody came. I know some of you have come from Meetup, or you found me from Meetup. Some have Googled me. Some have maybe seen my YouTube videos, maybe Eventbrite. So if you could just put in the chat real quickly where you heard me, but whether it was like your own Google, whether it was me, whether it was YouTube or Eventbrite, that would help me kind of track how you're finding me since I'm doing it. Excellent. Okay, so we've got Google. Okay, Eventbrite. Who knows? I've put it out there to a lot of people hoping to find people. Aman, are you there, Aman? Aman. Okay,
can you hear me?
Yes. Can you turn on?
Yes. Yeah, I'm finally here. I'm able to join in. Thank you.
Okay.
Putting my.
Okay, so we're giving quick 30-second introductions.
Okay.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I've been there like 2 months ago with you and did not get a chance to for the last 2 meetings. My name is Amna Abdissa. I'm with Donna for English. What's that?
Tell us where you're calling from, what your native language is, and part of why you're here.
Yes, okay. Native languages. Okay, and I'm from Africa. It's in Ethiopia, and the native language is Amharic. There's a lot of languages, about like 100, but the main one is like Amharic.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm calling from Maryland right now.
Maryland. And what do you do in your life? What kind of business are you in?
Yeah, I studied engineering. So
Engineering.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay, did I get everybody? If I missed you, please either raise your hand or speak up. I think I got everybody. I know people are popping off and on, so we'll see if they come back. And I would really appreciate it if you will leave your cameras on so that I can see you.
Yes.
It makes it much easier to talk to somebody if their camera's on.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to set this up.
Okay, so I did ask people to put in the chat, what is your biggest problem with English? And Melody, Vanessa, it was you that said you had problems with certain words. Do you know what those words are?
I can't think of anything at the top of my head right now, but I will later.
So I'm going to just tell you guys to start off is that I've been teaching accent reduction and American English pronunciation for about 11 years now. And I started this company about 5 years ago after teaching ESL at University of Houston. And discovered is most of our academic programs are great at grammar, reading and writing and vocabulary, but they do not spend any time on pronunciation or accent modification. And so most of our students were graduating from the program, but people still had difficulty understanding them. So that's why I only focus on pronunciation and accent modification, because if you have spent this much time learning English and learning a language, but then when you speak, you have to repeat yourself, it's frustrating for you, it's frustrating for the listener, and it tends to kind of get in the way of your confidence and your self-esteem after a few times if you have to keep repeating yourself. So this is kind of the magic as far as I've seen with my clients, that as soon as they learn some of these tips, within a couple of weeks, they feel so much more confident and able to communicate, or are more willing to communicate. It's okay to make mistakes. And it's okay if you it's really helpful if you give your listeners the permission to say, I'm speaking English is my second language. If you don't understand, please ask me to repeat myself or slow down. Many of the times, if you slow down, they can understand you more easily. So what I'm going to do is share the screen real quickly, and let's hope this works. Bear with me. We're going to go a quick lesson tonight on intonation. Okay. Can everybody see the screen? Okay. So we've already done these little 30-second introductions. So can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have where I can see everybody right now. So if I don't, you just please, you can unmute and speak up. But right now I'm going to ask you to mute. So I'm gonna give you a tip on saying your name with an American accent. So this is not to disrespect your name, but if you have trouble with people understanding your name, it's either that they're not familiar with your name. Judith is raising her hand. Or you say it so quickly and with your own native accent that our ears cannot discern what you're saying. So I'm going to give you a quick tip on how to say your name, and then we're going to go back through and I want to hear everybody say their name. So I want you to think of a mountain, and this is intonation. This is what makes a difference. My name has two names in it. If I just said my name's Donna Durbin, you don't really hear what I said. But if I say my name is Donna and I pause, go up to the top, and then I say Durbin, you hear two names because the pause makes a difference where the first name is. So Donna Durbin, Donna Durbin. So my voice goes up and then comes down. And for English, most of our words are going to end on a lower note than on a higher note. So in other words, our difference of intonation is like table. 90% of our two-syllable nouns are stressed on the first syllable. Somebody asked about syllables and words. So if we have two-syllable nouns and the majority of them, it's stressed on the first syllable, which means the first syllable is higher. La, table. If I said table, it's really hard for me to understand what you said. But if you say table, the first stressed syllable is longer. So Donna Durbin. Okay, Rana, say your name. Oh, you need to unmute.
My name is Rana Telfa.
Telfa.
Yeah.
Rana Telfa. Very good. Yeah, so you want to go up and come down. Okay, Judith. Okay, unmute, Judith. I've muted everybody. So if I call your name, you need to unmute so that you can speak.
Is name and last name? That's what you want to say? Okay, my name is Judith Blanco.
Very good. Very good. So if you said it like that, people are going to understand you. And I would encourage you to spell it as well. Yudith, Judith, because they're going to try to think of Judith as an English speaker. Okay, Diana.
My name is Diana Ruiz.
Okay, is that different than you normally would say it?
Diana Ruiz.
Okay, Diana Ruiz, that's flat. So Diana Ruiz. Okay, so you're going to go up and come down. Lorraine.
My name is Lorraine Mafuta.
Mafuta. So we would say Mafuta.
Mafuta.
Mafuta. In your language, it must be Mafuta, right?
Yes, Mafuta.
So it's got a
Yes.
different intonation than English.
Yes.
But Mafuta for us, we might get confused.
Mhm.
So you either have to teach us how to say it correctly, which is fine. Just
Okay.
say, let me teach you how to say my name. Lorraine.
Yes.
Lorraine Mafuta.
Lorraine Mafuta. Okay.
Mafuta. That would be good. Okay, Melody. Good job.
My name is Melody Yao.
Yeah, good. Melody Yao. Okay, Navy.
My name is Fernando Cipolla.
Fernando Cipolla. Okay.
Fernando Cipolla.
So is
Okay.
that different?
Fernando?
Is that different when you say your whole name? Is that a different way to say your name?
I don't know. People in English say Fernando, but it's not my original pronunciation for that.
Fernando is fine. Fernando. You just have to tell us what it is. We know you're familiar.
Fernando Cipolla.
Cipolla.
That is my natural way to say it. But American people call me Fernando.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Yes, because in our language, that's the way we would say it, Fernando. Because that short A is an A for us, Fernando. Okay, Vanessa.
My name is Vanessa Huang.
Good. Okay, Happy. Very good.
Hello, my name is Happy Wayne.
Happy Win. Okay. And I know that that's a Vietnamese name, but a lot of people would not know how to spell that name. A lot of Americans would not know how to spell that name. Okay, Aman.
My name is Aman Abdisa.
Aman Medusa, right?
Abdisa.
Abdusa?
Yeah, A as in apple, B as in boy, D as in dad. Abdisa, yeah.
Charlotte.
Hello, my name is Charlotte Nguyen.
Charlotte Win. Okay. Okay, whose iPhone?
It's me. Yes. Hello.
What is your name? iPhone.
Berry.
Berry? Barry?
Betty. Betty.
Betty. Okay.
We call it
Betty.
Betty and Betty. Yeah.
Betty.
American pronounce Betty. Yeah.
Betty. What? What's your last?
Getacho.
Oh goodness. Okay, I don't know how to spell that.
Yeah.
So say it again. Betty.
Betty Getacho. G-E.
Okay, that's okay, Betty. We've got it.
Okay.
Navy,
All
are
right.
you back? Navy, are you back? Okay, I think she keeps getting frozen. I'm not sure. Okay, so saying your name really for us is going to make a difference with that. Now, let's talk about intonation. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay, so the difference between American English, American intonation, and most other languages is that Chinese, Vietnamese, you are a tonal language, but your tones are very flat compared to our ears. So it sounds very straight. So if you look at these flowers and they're all the same height and they're the same beat. So a syllable timed intonation is that dot, 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 dot. Everyone is the same. You see how this looks all the same? Do you recognize that as your language? Melody, do you recognize that as Chinese?
Yes.
Okay.
Flat.
So that is a typical syllable timed language. Every syllable is the same length and the same tone, basically. In English, we are a stressed timed language. So if you think of these flowers as musical notes, a stressed timed language is a mix of unequal, strong, medium, and weak stressed points with thought groups so that there's a pause between them and the rise and fall of the words. So if you say, this is the way people speak English. This is the way people speak English. Does that feel different than the way you normally would say it? So I want you to, if you're on mute, go ahead and try saying it yourself. This is the way, because our voice is going to come up. It's going to start high, go low. And I'm going to tell you, these are unstressed words. In English, we have stressed syllables, stressed words, and unstressed words. So these get reduced and said really quickly. This is the way people speak English. English is 2 syllables. People is 2 syllables. People speak English. Speak is in the middle. It's not as high. And the last noun in a sentence is going to be the highest and lowest note in the sentence. English. English. So if I said, this is the way people speak English, that's really hard for us to understand. But these groups here between this is where we have our word groups. This is the way people speak English. And if you put these pauses in between every 3 to 4 words, it's going to help our ears understand what you're saying. Okay, any questions? So let's look at the 8-note scale. In English, we use 8-note C scale, C major scale. So the notes are a single step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And glides are the notes that go together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. We use steps and we use glides. So this is the melody. These are notes. So this is the music of English. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you hear a difference between 8 and 1? But if you speak, most of my Spanish speakers speak right here. You never go up higher and you never come down lower. You speak right here. And that's what makes it sound flat to us. So Rana, let me hear you do the 8-note scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excellent. So you're having a little trouble on the lower notes. Your voice has to, your vocal cords have to really relax for the lower notes. And have to get tighter. It's like a rubber band. They have to get tighter for the higher notes. Very good. Okay, Diana, you have a question.
No, I was just clapping.
You were clapping. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so Judith, let me hear you do the 8-note scale. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Me?
Yes, Judith.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and let's do the glides. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good. Okay, Diana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and the glides. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so these are pretty close together. We don't have enough of a step, so that would be something you might work on. Okay, Lorraine.
Oh, sorry.
1, 2.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Great. And the glides?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sometimes people can go up the scale, but they have a harder time coming down.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Go. Good job. Melody.
Yes. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 6, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and the glides?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Come down.
4, 3, 4, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excellent. Fernando.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight.
Hard time up here. 8, 7,
I am a horrible singer. Okay, let me try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is hard counting backwards in another language, isn't it? Try the glides. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
4.
so we haven't quite got the glides. So this is something I'm finding. Usually it's the glides that people have trouble with, but when you do this 8-note scale practice, this is like an exercise. It helps to expand the capacity of your vocal cords to have
Yes.
full range. And
Actually, I am a horrible singer singing the happy word in my language.
okay, so then that's kind of a clue that maybe intonation will be a little trickier for you.
Okay.
People that have some musical background or that like to sing are going to have a better range of doing this. So this is all a good speaker will use all 8 notes. Okay, Happy, are you there? Good job, Fernando.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Donna, may I pass on this because I can't sing?
Well, if you were my client, you would be having to do it. And within a couple of weeks, you would be able to do this scale. Just to tell you, just to let you know that this is something some of my clients have to work a little longer on, but you can do it. It's like training your vocal cords. I'll let you pass if you want to pass.
Yeah, I'll try it then.
Okay. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Good. 8, 7, 6.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and the glides. 1,
1,
2,
2, 3,
4.
4.
Okay, so
4,
1,
3.
2, 3, 4. So you've got stuck on the same notes. So this would be the glides would be something that you would want to work on more because in English we have these glides that come down. But good job, Happy, you did it. You can do it. I'm on. You can do it. I'm on.
Yes.
Better try.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, 7.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I'll tell you the low notes for me are harder because I have to really relax my throat to get those lower notes. So if I can talk like this, but in English, you want to have this lower resonant voice. That kind of gives you the more authority. So men usually have the better lower notes, but they don't have as much of the higher notes. Try the glides. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5,
4,
4,
3, 2, 1. So you're good at mimicking. So guys, if you can hear these sounds, then you can do them. It's just that you haven't got them maybe as recognizable for your brain yet, but you can do them. Okay, Charlotte.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So what I've noticed, if you guys will mute and practice along with us, then you're getting a chance to practice. So this is what I do in my live coaching sessions. And by the time we get to the third person, you've already got it figured out. You're doing it correctly. So this gives you a chance to practice. Okay, Betty, are you there? Turn your video on so we can see you.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
There you go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good. And the glides. 1,
2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you're just doing one note, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I want to glide 4, 3, 2, 1, because what you're doing is connecting these two notes. So that's why I would have you practice the glides, because your voice is not able to move. It's like your vocal cords are going 1, 1, 2. It's moving down the thing. So if you guys pay attention to your tongue, la, it's in your throat, not your tongue so much. Okay. Navy, give it a try.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you did the glides. Those are the glides. 4, 3,
3, 2, 1.
Now try the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excellent. Okay, Vanessa. 1, 2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8,
8,
8, 7, 6.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1. So you're missing some of the notes. So part of it is that your ear and your throat are not matching the same notes, which is okay, because by the time you do these a couple of times, and guys, I do have a YouTube video on the 8-note scale that you can find.
Could you please do it one more time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
1.
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you're not able to do the glides, Vanessa. So you're having trouble with the control of your throat to do the glides. So that would be something you would want to work on. So let's look at this intonation. Here is my template. When we get these tones, it's like, these are the unstressed words. We don't stress helping verbs, pronouns, prepositions, and small words, but we stress nouns and the last word on a sentence. And remember, if it's 2 syllables, 90% of 2-syllable nouns are stressed on the first syllable. So how do you spell easy? How do you spell easy? And if you can match this easy, that's going to be the last name. That's the last tone for the last noun in a sentence. How do you spell easy? So all of you are muted. Practice this. How do you spell easy? How do you spell easy? How do you spell easy? Now let's try this one. Where's the key? Do you hear the glide? Where's the key? Where's the key? It's not where's the key. It's where's the key. And what's happening when we do this glide is that we're putting emphasis on this main word. We're stretching that word out. And so a glide helps to make that note longer so that we hear it. Where's the key? And then I'm going to say, we've already said the word key. So now I'm going to put emphasis on the next word. Which key? Which key? So the difference is it's just not how do you spell easy. How do you spell easy? Where's the key? Which key? So this lets you start to hear that the words that have emphasis, or the content, words that are important for us to hear, are going to be higher in tone, higher note, and they're going to usually be stretched out. So easy, the first syllable is longer. Easy. It's not just easy. It's not just easy. It's easy. Okay, any questions? So write those sentences down, because this is like your template. How do you spell easy? I'm going to the store. I'm going to the store. Want to come?
So, sorry, I have a question. So is it normally on the last word of the sentence?
The last noun of a sentence is usually the highest and lowest note in that sentence. So that's why I said, this is the way people speak English. When we had the flowers, This is the way people speak English. So English is the highest note in that sentence. English. Highest and lowest. And the reason it's the highest and lowest is because that lower note lets us know that there's a period. It's the end of a thought. So Rana, for your Arabic, when you keep it all going and it's flat and there's no up and down, and you don't give us a period, we can't hear the end of a thought. So we have a hard time understanding. If you want to go to the store, let's go. Let's go. Do you hear the go? So let's look at this. So the higher notes are what give words emphasis. They get our attention. They grab our attention. So you want to think about notes slide up or they go up and slide down. So when I say want to come, that's the question when our voice goes up, want to come. But I said, what time? Even though that's a question, time is a noun and I'm asking what time. So that's the glide down. We're going to run out of time. Okay, let's see. I want to do a few more things. So people are asking what words are stressed. Let me get it. The nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and your main verbs, your key words that carry information are what have higher notes. In English, if a word has more than 2 syllables, one of those syllables has got to have a pitch change. Lower notes are these unstressed words like, where's the key? We don't say, where is the key? Then everything sounds the same. It's function words, which we call grammar words, what holds the sentence together. Pronouns, helping verbs, articles, a, the, and prepositions. So again, can everybody see this whole thing? Can you see the whole screen?
No, can you reduce a little bit?
Oh, maybe I should do that. Okay, let me see. Let me try.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so 90, you guys have to speak up because sometimes I say different thing than you do. So 90%, this is a really, English has lots of exceptions, but this is important. 90% of our 2-syllable nouns are stressed on syllable. 60% of all our verbs are stressed on the second syllable. There are exceptions. So we have record, record, present. Remember, a lot of our words are the same. They're just spelled the same. So this is record, the noun, record, and the verb is record. Record, record, present, present. So what happens here is this turns into what we call a schwa, which is present, record, record. So this is this sound is the most used sound in English, and any vowel can be It's what we call schwa, and it's
Record.
Okay, questions?
Could you repeat on the present versus present?
Okay, so let's look at the noun. The noun is record, and the noun is present. Present. But this is present.
Present.
To present the present. I'm going to record the record. And I'm doing my hands so that you can say, I'm going to record the record. I'm going to record the record. I'm going to present the present. So here, present and present. La la, la la, la la, la la. So sometimes you don't know what you're listening for when you're listening to English. And what I try to do is help. What happens when you work on your pronunciation is you're also working on your listening, because you're training your ears what to listen for. So let's look at some other examples here. So we stress the content words so that we can hear them. We reduce the function words, and so they're going to be a beat. There's a rhythm. Somebody was talking about rhythm. I don't know if you said rhythm or rhyme, because rhyme just means the words sound the same. They're only just changing either the beginning or the ending sound. Okay, but here we're going to have a beat. Birds eat worms. All of these words are important. Noun, primary verb, noun. And in English, our sentence structure is noun, verb, noun, right? Birds eat worms. Now listen to this one. Birds eat the worms. The worms gets connected. This is the article. It's unstressed. Birds eat the worms. This one, the birds will eat the worms. Same beat. The birds will eat the worms. So what I've got is the birds will eat the worms. Those are word groups. The birds will eat the worms. La la, la la, la la. Now this one is the birds will have eaten the worms. The birds will have eaten the worms. So will have eaten gets reduced to will have eaten. Because I still hear birds eat worms. Okay, we're gonna have everybody try this. Okay, we're gonna start with who was iPhone? I forgot. iPhone, you were Betty,
It's
right?
me. Yes, yes.
I changed your name once, but then it changed again. Okay, so Betty,
Okay.
here, do
Yes.
all of them. Birds eat worms.
Birds eat worms.
Okay, the next one.
Bird eats the worms.
Okay, the next one.
The birds will eat the worms.
So don't hesitate. The birds will eat the worms.
The birds will eat the worms.
The birds will eat the worms. Da 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 da.
The bird will eat the worms.
So don't give will any importance. It's an unstressed word. These are
Unstressed,
the ones in
okay.
italics are unstressed. The birds will eat
Okay.
the worms.
The birds will eat the worms. Oh.
Now this one is the birds will have eaten.
The birds will eaten the worm. I'm gonna repeat it.
It
The
sounds
birds
like will have. The birds will have eaten the worms.
The birds will eat the worms.
That's better. The birds will have eaten the worms. So part
The
of
birds will eat.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The birds will eat. The birds will eat. Oh my God! I'm sorry.
So what's happening is in English,
Yeah.
that's why when you first started listening to English speakers, you had a hard time understanding us because we don't give every word the same importance.
Yes.
And your grammar teachers did a great job teaching you grammar, but we don't speak the way we write.
Mhm.
The birds will have eaten the worms. So will have is one sound, will have. So we don't really say the HA, we say will have. We blend this
Will have.
L,
Okay.
E, will have eaten the worms.
Will have. The birds will have eaten the worms.
Better. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's give it a try.
I will practice. I write it down.
Okay. Vanessa, you want to try?
Will have.
Yeah,
will have
sorry. Yeah.
eaten the worms.
Birds,
Okay.
birds eat worms.
Okay.
Birds eat the worms.
Birds eat the worms.
Birds eat the worms. Do I say the
Eat
to
the worms. So the is quit. Birds eat the worms.
birds eat the worms.
Eat the worms. And guys, this word the is the most used word in English. 30% of our spoken language is this word the. And it's not the, it's the. It's quit. The.
The birds eat the worms.
Okay. The birds will eat the worms.
The birds will eat the worms.
Okay. The birds will have eaten the worms.
The birds will have eaten the worms.
Very good. Okay. Navy, are you there? Good job, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Okay. So birds eat worms.
Good.
Birds eat the worms.
Good.
The birds will eat the worms.
Good.
The birds will have eaten the worms.
Okay. So the birds will have eaten the worms. So you guys practice. So when I get to you, you can do it. Okay, Charlotte.
Okay.
Good job, Navy.
Birds eat worms.
Huh?
Birds eat the worms.
Good.
The birds will eat the worms.
Good.
The birds will no. The birds will have eaten the worms.
So your brain wants to say both of these words in the same emphasis, and it's will have. Just link these together. Will have.
Will have
eaten worms.
Will have eaten the worms.
There you go. Okay, good. Okay, Aman. Good job, Charlotte. Aman. Give it a try.
Okay. Yeah. Birds eat worms.
Mhm.
Birds eat the worms.
Okay.
The birds will eat the worms.
Okay.
The birds will have eaten the worms.
Excellent. Good job. Okay, Happy, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, give it a try. Good job, Aman.
Again. You want me to repeat or?
You do it. Yeah. Birds eat
Oh,
worms.
okay. Yeah, birds eat worms.
Uh-huh.
Birds eat the worms.
Mhm.
The birds will eat the worms.
Good.
The birds will have eaten the worms.
Excellent. Okay, Fernando.
Birds eat worms.
Okay.
Bird eats the worms.
Okay.
The bears will eat the worms.
Birds
the,
will
bear,
eat the worms.
the bears will eat the worms.
Okay.
The bears we've eaten the worms.
Better.
Eaten
Very good. You've
the
been
worms.
practicing.
Yes, I was practicing a lot.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Okay, Melody. Good job.
Birds eat worms. Birds eat the worms. The birds will eat the worms. The birds will have eaten the worms.
Okay, so you little stumbled a little bit here. The birds will have eaten the worms.
The birds will have eaten the worms.
Right. La 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 la. The birds will have eaten the worms. Excellent. Okay, Lorraine.
Birds eat worms. Birds eat the worms. The birds will eat the worms. The birds will have eaten the worms.
Excellent. Good job, Diana.
Birds eat worms. Birds eat the worms. The birds will eat the worms. The birds will have eaten the worms.
Excellent. Good job, Judith. You there, Judith?
Okay, birds eat worms. Birds eat the worms. The birds will eat the worms. The birds will have eaten the worms.
Excellent. Rana, you guys are doing great. And by the time you get to the last group, you notice they've got it down because they've had a chance to practice. Okay, Rana.
Birds eat worms. Birds eat the worms. The birds will eat the worms.
Good.
The birds will have eaten the worms.
Excellent. Very good. You guys did great. So this has got rhythm too. If you hear it, birds eat worms. Birds eat the worms. The birds will eat the worms. The birds will have eaten the worms. Eat is on the main word. And the reason that's important is because we do have a rhythm. So we're running out of time, but I'm going to tell you that nursery rhymes are what our children grow up playing, because they have this kind of a rhyme and a rhythm. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. This is how they learn to practice articulation and rhythm. Fernando.
Oh,
I am ready to go AGT in United States.
Do what? What did you say, Fernando?
I am ready to go to NGT in United States. America Got Talent.
So part of this, guys, is a really easy way. You can go to YouTube and look up nursery rhymes, and they will have them for children. But this is how I teach it. Pronunciation does not have to be difficult or not fun. It can be fun. And so part of it is to not make it be so academic, but think about it. You learned to speak when you were a year, 2, 3 years old.
Yes, I am completely agree with that. It's my method to learn. I can write and read. I am baby in speaking English because I adapt this kind of method. I started to learn English for maybe since 3 years. Then I am a baby.
Okay.
Then I need to improve it.
So this is the way to make it fun and easy and evident, because I want it to be really, it's not a trick to it. I want it to really be evident. So when you look at Jack and Jill went up the hill, went up is a phrasal verb, but our nouns are more important in English than the verbs and the articles. So Jack, Jill, up, hill. If I just said Jack, Jill, up, hill, you're going to get the message of what that means. To fetch, so this is to, but I don't say to, I say ta, because this is schwa. Is schwa, ta. To fetch a pail of water, 2 syllables, water. Jack fell down, phrasal verb, and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. So tumbling after, 2 syllables, 2 syllables, 2 syllables, tumbling after. Questions? Questions? Anybody got a question? So this is really what I found, because trying to teach this was not to make it complicated, but to make it simple so that you really, it's obvious. And so you start to know what you're listening for. But when you try to make it hard, now, if you've got really long, complicated sentences, this is why it's better to write simple sentences and use your intonation to practice those. And I'll tell you guys, you want to practice reading out loud 10 minutes a day. Reading out loud, and don't start complicated. Start simple. And you want to read because reading out loud uses these muscles. When you're an adult, you read silently because you can read faster than you can speak. But to really be able to practice your pronunciation takes speaking. You have to use these muscles. So let's see what else I got. So I was going to try to get to some of these. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. La, 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 la. So hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse fell down. Hickory dickory dock. It's a 4-count beat. La, 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 la. And this is basically the rhythm and music of English. So it's got a beat to it. And that's why these nursery rhymes are great, because you have a rhythm that you can learn to follow so hickory's 3 syllables, right? First syllable stressed, hickory, dickory, dock. The mouse, here's your article and your noun, ran up, phrasal verb, the clock, your noun. The nouns, these ones in bold, are the ones that are going to get stressed. So let's see. So I want to tell you a little bit about my ABCs of an American Accent pronunciation course. This is a premier, it is an intensive program that lasts anywhere from 3 to 6 months, depending on how self-paced you are for doing the video lessons. There's simple lessons like 2 to 5 minutes. You get new lessons. So this is just a shot of what's in the course. All of the lessons are video lessons that are very simple, like what we've done. So I explain them. We do exercises and practices. Here's the beginning of the course. Ruzuku, since you all signed up for the first Monday coaching session, is the platform, the learning platform. So you have lessons, webinars, discussions. The lessons come in, you get new lessons every 2 days. And they usually have, here's like the 8-note scale for warm up. Then you have a syllable count patterns, which are very simple, like table, bookcase, lighthouse, so that you practice these. And then you get live coaching sessions twice a week. So in the live coaching sessions, we go over, we review if you need review, we have questions, we give live time coaching on Wednesdays and Sundays with a replay. So it's an hour coaching session twice a week. If you want to schedule a call with me, you can go to my website, or I can put the link in there. I pre-qualify everybody. I don't accept everybody in the course. You need to have been speaking English a minimum of 3 years, and you've got to have a good mastery of your vocabulary, grammar, because I don't go into grammar vocabulary. So if you're just learning to speak English, then you need to be more at an intermediate to advanced level to work with me for pronunciation. But you can find my YouTube videos and still practice them. I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I want to ask you, what are your biggest takeaways? What will you start today? What will you stop? And what will you continue? So let's talk a minute before we hang up. So Rana, what's your biggest takeaway tonight? You got a takeaway?
Stressing the nouns. Yeah, stressing.
The nouns, good.
The nouns, adjectives, and verbs, the most important, and the intonation as well is very important. Yes.
And I'm going to put my Zoom call. If you want to call me, you can do that. Okay, excellent. That's a good thing to start, and then start reading it around. Judith, what about you? What did you really got your attention tonight?
Yes, the glides and the
glides.
Yes, okay. I love them. I really love them.
Okay. So the 8-note scale and the glide.
And note scales, yes.
You can find that on my YouTube video, and I'll put my YouTube. If you're not on my YouTube channel, please subscribe and watch the YouTube videos.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was my computer trying to join in.
Oh,
with a better
reception.
There you go. Yeah.
Diana, what about you? I'm going to put everybody on mute, and except for the person I'm talking to. Okay, Diana, what was your takeaway tonight? What did you learn tonight that you didn't really think about? Or
the rhythm. I like the nursery rhythms. I think I'm gonna start practicing those.
Good.
But everything was very, very special. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad you came. I hope you'll come next month too. And again, talk to me if you want to. Go look at my website. There's a 5-day, the mouth and tongue exercises are what I can tell you are going to really help the most. Lorraine, what about you?
Sorry, yes. The intonation in a word, I think it's, yes, intonation. I think it's important.
Okay. But what did you glean out of tonight's lesson that's going to stay with you?
The glides.
The glides. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Because you didn't know we did that glide?
Yes.
Spell English. Want to go to the store? Want to go to the store? I said, want to go to the store. Want to go to the store?
The store, yes.
What
I think it's important that somebody understand what I mean, and I think it was the best part of this lesson for me.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Part of it to make it simple and make it evident so that you can understand.
Yes.
Melody, what about you?
I think, yes, that I struggled the most is the intonations. So this is the lesson for me.
For most of my clients, articulation is the alphabet sounds, which you can learn. It's the correct placement of your lips and tongue for the sounds. But intonation is more complicated because it does have a rhythm. It has a pitch tone change and it has pauses in groups. So yes, intonation is more complicated than the other. So I'm glad you got something out of it. That's great. Fernando, what about you?
Yes, like you said, all the language needs a rhythm. And I remember exactly that when you share the picture with the flowers, that is very important because that you can create a rhythm in a simple phrase. What or which words are important in a simple phrase? That the rhythm to create a phrase in English is important. I remember exactly that picture.
That's good. And think about it as stair steps. Our voice goes up.
Yeah.
And our voice goes up and our voice comes down. So it's that melody that's different. So I can mimic an Italian. Where is Lorraine? If I speak in Italian like this, so my voice, it goes up, but like this. So
yes, exactly. That is my problem. I speak Spanish, but with the Italian accent.
Okay. So we've got the melody of that. Excellent.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Charlotte, how about you? What's your takeaway tonight?
Well, I guess the birds will love it and the worm still stuck in my mind right now. It's still my challenge. Yes, it's still my,
and part of it is I tell people don't get upset about trying to learn the linking and the reductions too much, but just remember to put emphasis on the content words that have the main meaning. Not all words in English are equal. We've got stressed words, we've got unstressed words. So some we listen to, some we don't. Okay, Navy, are you there? Good job, Charlotte. Glad to have you.
Okay, so well, my biggest takeaway today is English is a stress time language, and we don't need to pronounce every single word to be understandable.
That's
right? Yeah, that's an eye-opening for me.
Well, good. I'm glad that I was able to clarify that. I try to keep it as simple and easy as possible. Because, until you get this basic foundation, then you can make it more complicated. But right now, you've got to have a really good understanding of the basics before you move on to something else. And this is what I found was not being taught in the schools, in the academic. Betty, how about you? Good. I'm glad to have you here, Navy.
Yes. My takeaway today, it's the rhythm. I like the rhythm. Okay. And especially the way we pronounce will have. I like that. I wrote it down now. I'm gonna practice that one.
Will have.
Yeah.
So instead of want to go, we say wanna. Wanna go?
Yes. Okay.
Want to go, we say wanna go. We
wanna go.
And it's because when we have a consonant and a vowel, we put them together. Want to becomes wanna because there's two T's. Want to, wanna.
Yeah. So you're swallowing, you don't say it all. So yeah, I have to practice that. I have a big problem. That's my problem. Okay. And I like it. And I like the way the tone. So how the syllable, we can see the stretch. You put it like the tone, like a song. I like that. The flower with the flower. Yeah. So all is in my mind. So I'm gonna practice.
Excellent visual stuff. And before everybody goes, I want to take a quick picture. So Charlotte, if you'll come back on, and Navy. So I'm going to come back to you, Aman and Vanessa, but before people start to hang up, let me get a picture. So Charlotte, are you there? Oh, somebody disappeared. I scared them off.
Oh.
Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Aman, what about you? What was your takeaway?
Yeah, I like the rhythm.
Rhythm?
Rhythm is one thing I came for this class is to develop the melody that I wanted to have in my speech. So yeah.
Okay.
So
you've got something that you can use?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Every day,
Okay.
Every day. So it's good today.
That's good. Okay, Vanessa, what about you?
The grades and note scale. Those are something I really need to practice on. Thank you so much.
8-note scale. Yeah, I was doing Chinese. I was learning some Chinese, and I was using Hello Chinese, an app. And because I learned to speak some Thai is tonal, but Thai is 5 tones and Chinese is 4 tones.
Yep.
But I lived in Thailand for 2 years. So I was learning to speak Thai. So it's just like ni hao, it's ni hao. It's like up and down and different ones. But again, if I don't use it, I forget it. So I learned certain phrases that apparently I was saying correctly because they could understand me. But I had never never spoken a tonal language before. And so it's my ears had to really tune in to listen and mimic these sounds. So that's kind of what gave me the motivation to come back to the United States and start teaching it to my clients. So I'm glad that you can find that on my YouTube channel. So
this is great. Thank you.
I want to thank all of you for coming. And next month we will do some different session. Maybe we'll do more intonation or we'll do articulation. So I try to do something different every time. And if you're interested in more coaching, please reach out and contact me. I am delighted to help you. That's why I do what I do. So thanks again for coming, and pass the word. Tell your friends. Invite them. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you so much.
Speak English with clarity and confidence.